Ooh. You really shook that bitch up. Goddamn.
I did.
What have you done?
How much of a mistake is this?
A great one. As long as you watch it. Shouldn't sneak up on you too bad.
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's fine.
Pretty good. I feel like if you drank beers,
Yeah.
you would be the kind of person that does the thing where you take your bottle and you very quickly you do one of these, like say someone you do this and then you hit the top and it makes the other person's bottle like explode.
Just gonna bump into the mic.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
They liked it. It's the illusion the audience gets of me touching them. And they like that, I assume.
Because it would never happen since you're a bottom.
Bottoms still touch people, Josh. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even the most bottom, so like by default, I'm not. There's other people. They carry the mantle proudly. Yeah.
Okay, friend.
Anyway.
Hello, everyone,
Howdy.
and welcome back to the Full Dark No Stars Riverdale podcast. This was the strike episode.
The train is not slowing down.
It
is not slowing down.
Jughead in chains.
In chains.
Starving.
Yep. He oppressed himself. Put himself in that position. Doing a strike to make sure, because now everybody knows.
We know
learned
the big
plan.
secret that Hiram's been buying up all this land to turn the high school area from Southside into a for-profit prison. And here I thought we weren't watching Wendell and Wild for the
it's crazy,
half a
right?
person on this planet that watched that movie.
Half a person. Not even one whole person watched Wendell and Wild.
Not one whole person watched Wendell and Wild.
It's so sad. I mean, like, it's an okay film. I just like looking at it.
Well, it's a David production, right? Or Henry.
It's Henry.
Yeah, I always say David.
Why did you say David?
Because David Henry from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Shit, you right though. Fuck.
Yeah, Henry, who directed the movie.
Correct.
And then was written by that one guy that everyone likes.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah. He needs a better editor.
I would say so. I would agree.
I always feel like his movies are like all conceptual hook and theme and nothing else.
Yeah. Well, there was some substance to his first one of Get Out. There was a little bit. That one was probably his sharpest, right?
But I also look at that and go like, but Animorphs did this better. That
was just the plot of Animorphs, right? Just taking over people's bodies, engaging in a genocidal war with children. Like, that's one... Man, that's... Stepping back and looking at Animorphs, you're like, okay, so
it's so cool.
So this alien race...
Wait. I love that book series because it truly was Bird Up.
It really was, though.
The one kid that was like, Bird Up.
Bird Up. But like Animorphs, you step back, it's aliens conscripting children to help them in their genocidal war.
And like the other alien group was body snatching people.
Yep.
And like they did go into like the psychology of like what it was to like be in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, I'm far more interested in this than whatever Jordan Peele was doing.
Yeah. No. But I mean, like Wendell and Wild, Us was very good, but again, a conceptual hook.
I think that one was not it.
That
one was not it.
I enjoy the concept. And like, the thrillery section's very, very good as well.
I didn't watch Nope. Was that them?
Yes, I also didn't watch Nope. Okay. I meant to, but I have not. I've heard fun things.
And that's why, like, I look at Wendell and Wild, and I'm like, okay, this movie's, like, half amazing, which is the Henry half.
The Henry part.
And then you have the Jordan Peele half, and I'm just like, I see where you're going.
Mm.
I always respect the concept he goes
right,
with.
like,
well, not the concept. I respect the theme they always go with. Because I'm just like, okay, that's really cool. But again, it's always so flash firsts.
Yeah.
Like, look at how cool the conceptual hook is. And I'm like, look, man.
Come on.
Ain't no concept gonna make me love a thing by itself.
No,
like,
it's there's a whole package deal kind of going on.
Right.
But no, yeah. So for all one half of you that watched Wendell and Wild, man, I'm so looking forward to Henry's next film.
No,
dude, because I love The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I love that book. That book is so good. And guess what? Another Neil joint. Like. You can't go wrong.
Right.
It's a match in heaven.
They have to do this before Neil gets canceled.
Like, are you just waiting? It's like right there. We're a breath's hair away.
It's like any day now.
It's like any day now. We're gonna look at the papers. Oh shit!
Because their wife just doesn't shut up on Twitter.
Oh.
And it's eventually just gonna bleed back to Neil getting canceled.
It's gonna be so sad. Because damn. But no, audience, go read The Ocean at the End of the Lane. It's a very, very good book. Or you cannot read it because books are lame. Or listen to an audiobook. Also very good. That counts as reading. That's what I do most of the time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
We went over this. Audiobook equals sleepy time.
Equals sleepy. No, it's engaging, emotional reading time. Look, see, I don't know if I'm a psychopath. I am the person who will put on their audiobook they're listening to and sit on the couch and listen to it. Am I crazy
with
for
no
that?
other stimuli?
Yeah, that's it.
You're insane.
I've been working my way through the Song of Achilles.
And
I go sit down. And
I
I'm
would
just
get
like,
so bored. I would just be jerking off 5 times in a row. Like, just to be doing something.
No, because you got to absorb. See, usually car time is my audiobook time if it's not music time, right? But I don't drive nearly as much as I used to for work.
They just get in the car and start driving.
No. Remember I made a gas money? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Anyway.
No.
Let's wind it back. We're talking about Riverdale.
No, we're not. I love, like, guys, Riverdale, kind of bad. It's just a bad show. Highly entertaining drama, though. This scene in which, Chick, who is Betty's brother-in-law, half-brother-in-law.
Just half.
No, half-brother. Sorry,
half-brother.
I keep saying in-law. That's wrong. Yeah, just half-brother.
Mm-hmm.
Betty gets on top of his bed with him in it, pulls out a Zippo lighter, and just starts flicking it on and off in front of his face until he wakes up.
Yeah.
And threatens him, going like, I could kill you at any time I want to.
I catch bad men. And you know what they all have in common? They're dead. It was like, Betty, that's hard as fuck, actually.
I'm just like, yes.
All we were missing was the wig.
I really wish it was Dark Betty.
So wish it was Dark
wish
Betty,
it was
dude.
Dark Betty.
Because she was talking about showing him her darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Fuck, dude. Horrid.
It's the best scene in Riverdale so far. I feel like all of my favorite scenes in this show have just been Betty scenes. Because she just keeps going.
She keeps giving. Like, she gives like nobody else on the show.
I feel bad for Veronica because I feel like the change in staff nerfed Veronica. Because season 2 Veronica is very plot oriented. She's constantly there doling out information for the audience to cause drama. And season 1 Veronica was very how do I want to put this? She's very, you wanted fire. Well, my specialty's ice.
Yeah, we haven't had any great one-liners.
I think the change in staff just...
Find the guy who writes all your one-liners and bring him back specifically.
Because, like, there's, like, your Veronica Ex Machina.
Yeah.
And, of course, the iconic Full Dark.
No stars.
It can't be topped.
It's kind of the best it's ever been. And she felt more of just like, I'm just a girl in season one, right?
Well, everyone was kind of like, Betty was the most like, I'm the shy girl next door, and Archie's like, I himbo. And then you have I'm the real protagonist of this narrative. I am darkness calling in my soul. I am Jughead.
Yeah, with a name like that, I would hate FP too. At least Jellybean's name is like cute.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like everyone felt like season 1 was stock CW archetypes. Season 2 was the most full drama. Go in, all speed, go.
And like, I get that you're allowed to have your characters grow and change somewhat, but fundamentally there should be something there that relates, that grounds them into who they were.
Once you get to season 2, this is basically a new show.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. For better or worse.
I mean, either way, I'm still having a lot of fun.
I'm having a great time.
So fun.
Entertainment value, high.
Absolutely.
Anyway, what are we doing? We met a bear.
We did meet a bear.
A goodest bear.
We're gonna go riding off into the sunset with him.
He said that he was going to like give you a ride,
go to the cell service spot.
He's a good guy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Cameron's agony had seemed as if it might last forever. The feeling of suffocation going on and on. But after an immeasurable amount of time, the fingers over his mouth and nostrils had dissolved into the blackness. So did the voices, diminished into indistinguishable whispers. Now his breaths come slow and steady, but he has to focus on them to constantly inhale and exhale so that it won't stop. While the experience is terrifying, the laborious nature of it almost ensures that he won't hyperventilate. Is that what that says? Lit. After a time, the terror fades into a dull, hollow desperation accompanied by spurts of panic each time he remembers he's somewhere he doesn't understand and that he can't seem to escape it. Then, gradually, even that dissolves, and like a dream within a dream, it fades away.
That's him.
It's almost a familiar image. In the deep back of my mind, it's almost familiar. Cameron's vision is blurry at first, and stays that way as his eyes remain mostly closed, unfocused.
Because he is certainly sprawled, isn't he?
He's a little sprawled.
And if we're looking from his point of view and seeing this...
Don't worry about it.
What?
Four hitches in his chest again before he realizes that he had been breathing normally without the need to focus on it. That's when he notices that what he can see is a bit odd. It looks kind of like... Oh, I kind of like that. But, like himself.
Okay, he's just laying. But he's looking at himself.
Yeah.
I don't think I like this.
Well, you guys, do you think it's cute when the shirt rides up like that?
Like when you see a little bit of midriff, fine. But it's all about context.
What if there's
a docu of just this specific of this right here?
It becomes stained.
You have to wash these things. Come only stains if you don't wash it.
Like himself. Cameron stares, is still feeling groggy and out of it, trying to make sense of what he's seeing. It's him, his reflection, but it's hard to understand why that's the case, because it feels like he's laying down. At first, the coyote wonders if maybe this is the floor mirror in the bathroom, and that he'd passed out. That's a good face. Still, the angle is wrong, and that just leaves Cameron feeling more confused. The coyote closes his eyes again, trying to remember what happened last. He also begins to wonder why he's laying on something soft instead of on the cold tile of the bathroom. Nothing makes sense. So he does the only thing he can think to do at this moment. Dev? He hears something shift around next to him. Cameron tries to clear his throat, but it's dry bone, so he swallows instead. Dev.
Shit.
Yeah? Look at it.
Ah.
This little place.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. So he still has the mirror on the ceiling.
It seems a little different, though, because I thought the mirror was over a table.
Yeah, that's where it was.
But this is on the floor.
Yeah, the table's gone.
Why is the table gone?
Well, this is like 5 years later.
Okay. Because I was also wondering why he didn't have, like, the metal collar around his neck either.
Yeah, this is like 5 years later.
So I guess now he's like, fuck a table, put him on the floor.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh.
Sure.
He's cleaned up a bit.
A little bit, I suppose. It has been 5 years, right?
Yeah. As something is pressed to his lips, and something sensing that it's water, Cameron drinks, getting several swallows before it's pulled away. Cameron then looks away, getting a full view of his surroundings. The voice hadn't sounded like Dev's, but Cameron can't imagine whose else it could be, and a large furry brown shape moves into view.
There he is.
Oh, he's so large.
He's big. He's completely foregone the shirt this time.
Yeah.
He says, screw that, man. But
It's hot, it's summer.
I suppose if you like live in a trailer in the woods by yourself, you could kind of wear as little as you really want to at any given moment.
Cameron stares at first, wondering what could have possibly happened to Dev. But then he realizes what a stupid thought that is. This is a different bear altogether. He also realizes that something is definitely wrong. That either he's still dreaming, or he's in a situation he can't even begin to understand. He quickly sits up, and the old bear raises a paw.
Hey, it's alright, kid. I'm here to help you.
The voice is higher pitched than he would have expected from such a large creature. The coyote feels like he's heard it before, but he can't place it. Not right now, at least.
I forgot that he had a higher pitched voice.
He has like a weird little small boy voice.
I totally forgot about that.
It's a weird thing.
I guess I'll retcon and have to do something different. I'm Brian. What about you?
Cameron? Cameron responds automatically, even though a smaller voice in the back of his head tells him this isn't right. None of this is right.
Well, hi there, Cameron. You're probably wondering where the hell you are, huh?
While the bear's demeanor is friendly enough, his appearance definitely isn't. What do you mean?
He's scary, Josh. That's what he means. He's scary.
That's being judgmental.
No, it's being factual.
That's just being judgmental.
He's even drawn slightly different to be a scarier looking brown bear.
What? He's drawn to look cuddly and big.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Look how like roughed up his fur is. To show how like fushy he is.
Is the scar where he got fucked up from the creature?
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know.
Because if we're to think of Leo's route, because it burst in here and beat the shit out of him, right?
Oh, that was Jenna's route.
Was that Jenna's route?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. We were here twice.
In separate timelines.
It's all fine. The same. We're always going in circles. It's all the same.
Facts. Cameron desperately tries to remember exactly what happened last and where exactly he might be. He nods away, instinctively trying to keep up the facade that he's fine and that he doesn't suspect that everything is wrong.
Well, it's a funny story, but I heard you some shouting outside, and when I went out there, I found you and your friends. You were unconscious, of course.
Dev? Was he a bear? Cameron looks around hopefully, as if Dev might be there with them. It's only then that he realizes they're in a trailer and fragments of what happened recently start to come back to him. It leaves him feeling all the more uneasy.
Yeah, a bear like myself, and there was a cat, too.
Artie. The memories of the past day and a half come back to the coyote slowly, and with it comes a feeling of anxiety and dread. Either he's in trouble, or he was in trouble, and somehow this bear is here trying to help him.
Well, I didn't get his name. He ran off as I was getting there.
Where's Dev? The bear, I mean. Is he here?
Yeah, about that.
The bear shifts around on the bed he's sitting on, making the spring squeaky.
What happened is after the cat ran off and you were unconscious, your bear friend Devin, right? He decided to make a run for the highway to get you help.
Cameron stays quiet as he tries to absorb that. The bear's sentence makes sense, technically, but at the same time it's confusing. Why would Dev leave him here alone with this bear? Now Cameron remembers that they were on a trip of some kind. Trip to Echo. The voice, the trailer. Cameron starts looking around again, trying to spot a shotgun, because now he's starting to realize who this might be. I don't... He comes up short, at a complete loss. What he wants to say is that he wants to see Dev, but if what the bear said is true, then that won't be possible. Does Devin know I'm here?
Of course he does. Seemed real worried about you. Said he would have had the cat get help, but we're not even sure where he ran off to.
Why'd he run?
Well...
Brian pauses, seeming to think back, and almost seems hesitant to say something. Cameron tenses up, the feeling of wrongness returning.
It's kind of hard to explain, but something spooked him.
Recalling the events of the past few days seemed to gain momentum, and now that he can vaguely remember what happened just before he ended up here. He was standing in the forest, ears down, hearing that awful static, and what exactly happened after that is still a bit foggy. What was it?
Well, this might sound a bit crazy, but I've lived here a good while sometimes, and there's this thing in the trees that comes after me.
Thing? What an odd thing to say. But then he remembered something strange right before he lost consciousness. A dark shadow dropping on top of him before he disappeared into another world, locked in that terrible embrace. A shadow. The true self. Although he says it softly, the bear clearly hears him.
Would you go through Brian's palace to steal his heart?
Nah, I just fuck him. It's just easier that way.
That is invading his holy sacred temple, as they say. Invading the sacred temple. Or as the song goes, invading his cave with your special unit.
Invading his bear hole.
Yeah. We've always come back, baby. Hey, you're welcome back to the Bear Hole Podcast, where we talk about bears and their holes.
Terrible. Cameron swallows hard, still feeling like the situation is very off, even when considering the circumstances. But Brian smiles in a way that's almost sympathetic. Please, good, cute little smile.
I don't trust him, though.
Why, you're so rude.
Well, he's kind of a psychopath.
Cameron doesn't know that. He's just looking at a friendly bear.
I'd probably be scared
You would profile him that?
I absolutely would. In the woods, yes. In the woods, no one can be around to see how judgmental I am. No one can be around to judge my judgmentalness. Mm-hmm. No one has to know. Mm-hmm. I can be judgy in secret in the woods.
Okay. What happens in the woods stays in the woods.
I'm different in the woods. Or strange. It's a bad musical.
Yeah.
It's surreal. It's not good. I don't fancy myself a Sondheim man. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't really consider myself a Weber man either, though. So between the two of them, I just kind of exist.
We have the Lin-Manuel Mufasa film coming out.
Oh, that jump scared me so bad, dude.
With help from Beyonce.
An absolute fucking waste, bro. Like, you could have just had Beyonce play Nala in the animated one if you really wanted.
Oh, let him go.
Shit,
okay.
I couldn't. I had to let it out. It was fighting me. But people always made jokes about Beyonce being in The Lion King, but then
Yeah.
they actually did it. And it's like the shitty Mufasa live action film. It's like, wow, you're really just going to waste your Beyonce card like that?
This could have been, guys, this could have been a Lion Guard movie.
It could have. Man, we're going to have to hear Beyonce sing Lin-Manuel Miranda lines.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill myself.
It's going to be super modern. And
Well, I'm not. Well, I don't know what I'm worried about. I'm not going to go watch it.
facts, unless.
If this particular part of Arches gets 50 likes, I will go see Mufasa.
We'll do a whole podcast on it.
We will.
And it won't be on a part of Arches.
It'll just be by a separate
video.
So remember, audience, 50 likes on this episode only.
Yeah, on this one.
This one.
Okay. Brian smiles in a sympathetic way.
Did it happen to sound like static? A white noise?
Cameron looks at the bear carefully before he nods.
Yep, I've seen it myself. Some of us can just see things that others can't.
Cameron swallows loudly. You can see things too?
Yeah, always could. Don't know why. Oh, they're bonding.
Yeah, see? It's cute.
What am I seeing?
It's cute.
Oh.
It's just like we're the same, you and I.
No.
There will all be confusion and terror, and of all people, this bear seems to understand what Cameron is going through. It creates in him a sudden sense of kinship with the bear. Then Cameron remembers his phone, quickly pulling it out and holding down the power button. The screen flicks on for just a moment before multiple vertical lines of black appear on the screen, which widen steadily before the entire screen goes black. Why'd you drop your phone, buddy? That's fine. Cameron is confused, then remembers the fall in the lake. You weren't supposed to turn it on yet!
Well, that was like yesterday.
He didn't put it in rice.
Shit, you're right. Fuck. If only you had put the fucker in rice. It's the stupidest thing, man.
And he even sees more moisture still under the screen. There we go.
Yeah, like it didn't dry out properly.
He fucked up his phone
He
on
very
purpose.
much did.
Shit. Brian grunts.
Your phone busted? Shame. No service out here anyway.
How long ago did he leave?
About 2-3 hours ago.
He's been unconscious that long? Still, the anxiety is telling Cameron to move, to go. I think I should go after him. Thanks for your help, though. Cameron suddenly stands, but a wave of dizziness comes over him. Oh, fuck. The coyote catches himself against the wall, feeling weak and confused.
Whoa there, kid. I don't think you're in the best condition to go out there. You might pass out again, and that bear seemed real intent on me keeping you safe.
Cameron has to lean against the wall slightly, catching his breath. He didn't realize he still messed up. It wouldn't make sense since he'd been out for so long. It's just odd that he seems to be getting worse. Whatever that creature did to him, it feels serious. As if reading his thoughts, the bear brings up the entity.
Besides, I don't think you should go out there while that shadow creature is still hanging around. Been seeing it through a window a few times. Don't want to scare you, but I think it wants you.
Cameron glances up at the window nearest to them. Instead of the shadow, he's surprised to see Raincoat Monster, just beyond the trees.
Let's go.
That got you a little hard.
I was just like, I knew it was coming, but it's so good. Because as you said it in my head, I was just picturing him looking out the window and looking at the raincoat killer. I just was. It's the only vision I have of this creature in my head.
With the axe
scraping
with sparks flying.
Every single move. Oh, you're dragging your axe across grass and dirt. Sparks.
Sparks. I love that shit.
Oh, it's so good.
The chase sequences where it becomes split screen and it
Oh,
just tanks the
dude,
frame
it's
rate.
ass. And it plays like shit too. Those segments are bad.
You didn't even have to play it. I had to play them.
I know. And it was so good. It was my favorite. That was one of my favorite times, just sitting in your basement watching you play that fucking game. And then I'd come over the next time and you had the fucking you grinded in your off time in that game. How many hours would you say you've put into Deadly Premonition 1?
More than I'd like to admit. Sitting there going like, Quint, get in your trailer. Get out of your trailer.
Because you went and got all the good shit.
Yeah, the infinite ammo machine gun, the fast travel.
Oh.
Because the fast travel is really dumb. Because you need to like do it on a specific chapter, a specific day in that chapter while it's raining.
Oh,
To pick up a flower that spawns only when it's raining on that day in chapter, to use in a different chapter to give to someone on a side quest. It's just
so blessed.
I'm like,
Swery is a master game designer.
and you can only change the chapter, not like the time of day that well.
Mhm.
And even then, it could just not be raining.
Yeah. It's not set by day. Yeah.
It's insane.
If the good lift goes on sale this summer, I might pick it up.
Oh my god, that game's insane.
It's insane.
That game's insane. Just beyond the trees. Oh, sorry. Raincoat monster. Just beyond the trees, partially hidden in a strange crouching position. Stranger still are the odd, shivering, twitching motions the creature is making. Though its face is mostly hidden, Cameron can tell he's being looked at. Even after everything he's been through, the coyote finds himself lowering his gaze quickly. Wouldn't you, like... I feel like I would wave.
Just...
Maybe
Maybe he just wants a friend, right?
if I had a monster like that tailing me, I feel like I would just wave every once in a while.
Maybe he just wants a little buddy.
And then you would have Brian go like, "Oh, what you waving at?"
Oh yeah, and he would see it.
And it would look, and Brian would look, and it'd just be Pyramid Head out there.
Yeah, Brian just has Pyramid Head as his monster. Oh man, yeah, what a crossover. Can Swery write the next Silent Hill? Please.
Once again, just like when he was 8 years old, he's afraid of this hallucination. Or rather, he's afraid of this imitation of the hallucination, and considering that it's moving so violently, and that's what this is.
You see it?
No, I mean, it's something else.
Oh, what is it? Sometimes I see other really disturbing stuff in these woods. Well, most places in this town, actually.
It's something more personal. And Cameron is caught between wanting to stay cautious of this man and also wanting to confide in him. After the trauma of the past 2 days, combined with feeling almost abandoned by his boyfriend, the coyote is desperate for some kind of connection. What kind of things do you see? And Brian looks hesitant.
Don't want to freak you out more than you already are.
I'm okay. I'm just wondering if maybe we see similar things. Cameron smiles at him, and that seems to throw the bear off for some reason.
Well.
Then he seems to snap out of it.
To be honest, I see people getting killed, usually.
Ah. That's a normal thing to think about and see.
In Echo? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a recreational activity there.
Yeah, right? Just gets his popcorn, sits down in the window. Who's getting killed today? Oh, yes. I'm not sure if it's real, like from the past, or if it ain't. Sometimes it just feels like something being made up.
Cameron can understand that feeling. Yeah, another wave of weakness and exhaustion. Sorry, I'm still really tired. Cameron slides down the wall and to sit again, still feeling out of it. But at least he feels somewhat comfortable with this bear now.
Makes sense, after what you went through. You want my bed?
Well, such a nice offer.
I mean, he's like laying it on real thick.
Yeah. I'm good. I just need to catch my breath. He's not quite that comfortable. This is gonna sound weird too, but I see a ton of stuff in this town, and sometimes it feels made up. Like, I saw a UFO, like an alien spaceship above a body today. Brian stares at Cameron.
I see.
Just as he was beginning to feel comfortable, the coyote feels himself back on edge. Did he actually say something wrong? I mean, I don't know if it was a UFO, but it looked,
You're fine, kid. It's just that I haven't known anyone else that's seen something that I've seen, too. It was on that dirt road, right? Circular shape with a bunch of red lights on it.
Cameron perked up. There is little question in my mind that this bear is definitely like him. Yeah, in like a... Shit, when did that space shuttle explode? Like the mid-80s, I think? This time, Brian lets out a little laugh of surprise, and maybe a little disbelief as well.
86 to be exact. Damn, that's crazy. I've met a few people like you, but you're on a whole new level, kid.
Cameron stares back, briefly wondering if he's still dreaming all of this. It's almost too jarring trying to understand how he ended up here with this bear, but if it is a dream, it's not the worst one. Can you help me find Devin? Maybe you can take me up to the road to the highway, and we could catch up to him. The bear leans back, scratching his head.
I don't know about that, kid. He took off at a good pace, and I'll bet he's probably already reached the highway by now. Probably in the process of alerting the authorities.
Cameron twists the hem of his shirt in his paw, feeling a sickening, growing knot of worry in the pit of his stomach. He just wanted to go, to run and find Dev and escape the town with him, but the threat of what's out there is very real, and Cameron does not want to repeat what happened out there in the forest. And apparently, Dev already escaped without him. Lit! It makes sense why he had to leave him behind, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Only now that the memories of what happened during his blackout returning, and only now does he remember how it felt like a being in hell. Can that shadow creature get in here?
Now, it seems to avoid the trailer. Don't know why. You okay?
Cameron rubs his eyes with both paws. I don't know. His increasingly heavy breaths prompt Brian to crouch in front of him, patting his shoulder roughly.
Hey, you're fine. I'll make you something, okay? How does some tea sound? That always calms me down.
The pats jolt the coyote back to wakefulness, and he nods, if only to get the bear to focus on something other than him. Okay.
Great, I'll get started on it then. Just relax for now.
Well?
He's making us tea.
Yeah.
I'm suspicious of it.
Why are you suspicious? Why are you suspicious?
Just being sussy.
Yeah. Okay, we'll end the part here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah! So we'll see you guys around!